Today, we're going to be making a bass house drop similar to the one in Malaa's tune, Don't Talk. Coming at ya.
Get my money when the bass.
Yo, it's Thomas Anthony from FinishBetterMusic.com, and in this video, I'm going to be diving into a new sample pack from Excellent Sound. I've been a big fan of these guys for a while now, and they sent me over the pack, it's called Skrilla, to see what music I can make with it. The pack's full of like gnarly Skrillexy sounds, samples, presets, and even some dope project remakes, which kind of blew me away, to be honest. So, if you like the sounds that are being used in this video, and you want to support what they're doing, there'll be a link down in the description below, and you can just check out what they got going on. If you like the pack, pick it up, support those guys. Again, this video isn't sponsored or anything, they're just homies. They sent over the pack to see what kind of music I could make with it. And I love making tech house and bass housey kind of stuff, so I decided to make a bass house drop similar to the one in Malaa's tune Don't Talk. We're gonna go over some of the arrangement of the original and why the track kind of pops off, and then we'll get right into making from start to finish the drop, adding all the elements, making it sound badass. Now quickly before we jump into the video, if you'd like help from experienced producers like myself who've released music on Confessions, Dim Mak, Ministry Sound, just to name a few, to personally guide you step by step to finish high quality electronic music fast, consider checking out our music mentoring program at FinishBetterMusic.com. There'll be a link down in the description, and you can check out what the whole program is about, what our students have accomplished, what kind of music they're making now, how to apply, and also a bunch of sweet, awesome resources like sample packs, PDF guides, and little small start to finish courses. So if that's something you're interested in, check it out, FinishBetterMusic.com. Okay, let's get into the video, baby.
All right, before we get into actually making this, let's just talk about the track overall. Now, it is in 7/8, which is D minor, so that's the bass note's already going to be really, really low. So it's obviously a club track. This is made for a club. It's made to just bang on big ass speakers. And if we look at the structure of the track, it's just very, very, very simple like structure. Basically, there's like breakdown, build up, there's a drop section here, 3 parts of the drop where things will continually be continually getting more interesting. Then a longer little breakdown, more build up, and then drop. So if we listen to it, all there's happening is like a kick in the background. There's the rides. Here, more of a build-up will come. Here we have a snare drum building up. And then finally into the drop. Now, obviously, I'm going to be showing exactly how to make this, but what I want you to take from this is the process that I'm doing with everything, but also it is important to understand that Malaa already has a big ass name made up for himself. So a track like this, he already has an audience, and people are kind of he already has a name so that he can play this kind of stuff out at clubs and stuff like that. When you're making your music, if you're starting off, just like I think when I'm trying to make a badass track to get signed to a good label, is you have to have something a little bit differently. This is a nice groove. It's obviously mixed very well, and it just bangs in the club. But to set yourself apart, you're going to have to think a little bit differently. He's already big, so whatever you learn from this and whatever we kind of come up with today, just think, how can you make it a little bit different? And use these techniques that I'm going to be showing. So basically, I'm going to be using this new Skrilla pack mostly for all the sounds that I got in here, because Excellent sent this over to me. They are a badass company. My last song, they sent me the pack for their last song. I think it was the In Your House one. Yeah, this one. And the song that I made with it got signed to Suitor, and I think it's over like 500,000 plays on Spotify and like 250,000 on SoundCloud. So doing really good. So let's see what we can make here today. So I love their packs. They have great sounds. This pack in and of itself is badass, just super badass. These Ableton instrument racks and the project remakes, holy smokes, they remade Bangarang, and it sounds better than the original, which is crazy. So great job, guys. You guys killed it. Go over to excellentsounds.com, and they also do remakes and stuff like that, tutorials. So just a great company. Love those guys. Can't wait to go to LA and meet up with them in person. So that'll be super sick. Okay, let's get into this. So basically drums, super easy. Let's go into kicks, probably electro kicks. Let's see what we got here. Now, a good thing to do is reference what kind of kick they have going on here. And if you go to the end of the song when nothing's playing, you kind of get so it's kind of a thuddy kick, kind of just sounds That actually sounds very similar to that. Now, again, it doesn't have to be in the kick doesn't have to be the root note, but it is a good idea to have it in key. In fact, you 100% need to have it in key. And I forget if I'm just going to switch up my little key thing here to bring my minor key. Let's change this into our D minor. And F is in key, so that's work. Because I don't think we bring this down to if we bring this down to D, it's gonna sound too low. It's gonna sound gross. Just loses all its power, so I actually like that. So I'm just gonna get a 4-bar loop going. Oopsie doodle. Okay, 4-bar loop. Boom. Let's duplicate that. Make that an 8-bar loop. Boom. Okay. Get some clippity claps in there. What kind of claps are they using? Just short, punchy claps. So let's get some. Something like this. This obviously has a lot of reverb on it. So we are going to warp this. I like to warp on my sample systems so I change up the pitch of them, or the speed of them. Yeah, like that. I also like to put something on the ends of it, so it's more of a... Actually could make this a little bit longer. I feel like that would be nice for that curly clap there. This is also pretty sweet, so maybe I'll put this one in here too. And I might actually just speed this up a bunch. Not speed it up. Put this up here, so I just give it a little space. There we go. Sounds legit to me. Cymbals. I mean, I like that, and I'm just going to reverse it here and bring it up into this bad boy. Pop it up in there, just to give it a little bit of flow as you go into it. And then probably crash. That's gonna be way too long, so I'm gonna reverse it and then pop it to like right there. And we just kind of want this one on the last one, just to give it a little bit of shoop. Sweet, that's some high. And let's see what we got in the hi-hats. Open hi-hats. Do they have any loops? Because I don't want to waste time putting in hi-hats. Hi-hat loops. Here we go. Now let's see. Probably in here he didn't have any hi-hats. Oh, just a super duper basic hi-hat. And these ones I'm particularly not super fond of because they're very like tingy. I do like the tech house kind of full hi-hats, just because I feel they just give it a nice push. So these would be closed hi-hats. Something like that. Boom, put this in my hi-hat section. Binga banga boomy. Oops. Did I do that right? Yeah, I did that right. That sounds very robotic, so I like to put a little bit of laid back. And again, I'm not 100% sold on those ones. I like ones with a little bit of a... I like that kind of style. Boom. And honestly, could probably, just layer this mofo. Like so. And then I like to just kind of go with just getting a good groove going. So maybe I will put like a hi-hat loop in here. And I'll just pop this in here. See how this sounds. That's something that could come later. Maybe this one. Sounds like a robot dancing to me. Yeah, like that. But I'm going to turn this off right now. And I'm going to turn these off. And now we're just going to jump right into the bass. So let's see what we got here. So without even looking at, like, this is like how I like to approach bass lines. So I'll usually grab my MIDI channel right here, bring it up to the top layer right here, bring up in my always in key kind of MIDI thingy. And let's pop that right there. And without even knowing anything, I like to just kind of get a groove going. And honestly, look, I haven't even put anything in here. There's no effect or instrument in here. I know this is in D, so I'm going to start off with a D. Big old D. And again, this is a skill that I've just practiced over time. It's remaking tracks. And it's honestly how you get good at producing. You really learn how to remake songs, and then ideally you get feedback on them when what kind of mistakes you were making and how to make it a little bit more interesting, and then you apply those techniques to your own songs. So when you have done this a bunch of times and you remade a bunch of tracks, you're going to see common patterns, and you're going to see different like ways to kind of like set up bass lines. For tech house, for example, there's like 10, probably less, there's like 5 or 10 main bass lines that everyone uses. Torn Foots, More Life, that bass line is used in so many songs. The bassline pattern, I mean. And once you kind of see that, you can just, those things become second nature to you. And this is something we like practice in the mentoring program, is getting people to remake songs, and then we show you how to expand on that and exactly how to like finish it and make it your own kind of thing. So like without even like doing anything, like I literally haven't done anything. So I'm going to collapse this down. I know that this is the root note. I'm going to listen to the original. So I'll probably have da 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 da. Da 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 da. I think there's actually another note in there. I mean, this is like the simplest bass line ever. And then it's literally the same thing over here again. And all I'm doing is like literally looking at where the bass lines are. I just break it into these little pieces. And there might be a few notes be taken out there. Yeah, sweet. So in there, so now I have a basic pattern. These notes may change, but let's go look at some of the basses that are in here. In this one shots, let's go basses. Now I definitely could use a serum here, but I'm just showing you guys the pack because again, it's awesome. So I'm actually going to try this bad boy out. I'm going to put in sampler. You can also use simpler, but I like using sampler because you can, again, choose the key of things. Boom. And we're going to make this gonk or donk into a G unit. Okay, sweet. Now that's too low, so I'm going to go down to the other G. Go and just fatten it up with some satura. And also on this, it's got this weird thing where it always goes -2. We cut off some of the highs that we want here. Okay, sweet. So then this honestly doesn't even have any sidechain on it. So I have all my sidechains set up in my template. Another thing we teach you how to set up in the mentor program. To set it up like a badass. But basically now, it should, once we turn this on, put on some kickstart. So let's hear how that sounds with this. Sounds pretty good, not amazing. Let's try and pump it up 1 octave. So now that we have this kind of basic pattern, this is where things get easy. So like, or interesting at least. And this is... So again, we want to find, there's clearly we can hear this is like, so something in there. So this is actually a cool sound. I like it. It's also a D. Maybe we'll put this halfway through there. I mean, that's pretty cool too. So let's put that in there. And again, we probably want to just turn this off because we want this. I might keep it in there for right now because, and cut the lows on these bad boys, but. And then I heard some other cool sounds. That's a pretty cool sound, this juju. So we could also take out this last one, and again. And I'm just playing the original. And another cool sound in there would be sweet, and then this one. And I also like just duplicating, and this is where the fun part gets in. It's like you're really just choosing the sound that you want to kind of go in here. So this one was in A, so let's move this bad boy up to A, and let's see how that sounds. And again, that sounded pretty badass. And I actually really like this sound in there for the not da-da-da-da-da parts because it's a little too hectic in there. But then... So I actually like, and I also like it in here too. Right here. So then in this bits, then I could just turn off these mofos and have this as a cool dunk, 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 dunk kind of stuff. And we might actually keep that one. And I actually don't like this one in there. And I actually don't like this one in here either. So I kind of like this one in here. Now, the world is really your oyster at this point, because we can just start jamping in cool little sounds. Oh, I do like that. Now, I'm just kind of just messing around to see where I think things would sound cool. Because this is in C, so we got to go up 2 to D. And I don't even like this first bit, but I do, and I don't like this second one. Yeah. But maybe let's extend that out there. I really like those big sounds. They sound super duper cool. So let's see what this sounds like. Yeah, that sounds weird. And I feel like this one could be, instead of going do, we could be changed up that. Maybe put another one in there. And now, again, let's just mess with some of the notes here, because this is getting a bit boring to me. Yeah, maybe let's actually bring this in down and we go bo-do-do-do. Maybe let's bring this bad boy up like that. And let's add some of those hi-hats up in here, maybe to give it some energy. And again, like with all these, it's good to give it a little bit of saturation. I like to give it some volume like this. Like these ones won't compare to that other one because the volume is down. And this one, volume down. And let's get, I'm sure they have in here some loops, build-ups. Something like that. So I'm going to put this in my little build section over here just to give us some context of what is actually going on. Sweet. That's sounding all right. Still pretty boring. And again, like if I were to go in and really like smash this out, I would be going in and I would be looking for something a little bit more percussion-y. I know. Let's try that right now. I know that in here. I actually just got, shout out to Zen World, because he is making some sweet stuff over at Evo Sounds. Where are we at here? Silent. And I just picked up his, what was it? Not Deceiver. Dirty Chicken. Dirty Chicken. Volume 2. And it's got some sweet little low basses, especially for this kind of music. That's way too high. Now, the one thing that I find with the key of D is it's very, very low. It's hard, I think at least, it's not my favorite key to find a good solid sound in. So we're looking for something plucky. That one's not bad. Let's try this bad boy out. It's okay. That one's also okay. It's got too much high end on it, I think. I actually don't mind that one. This one's also not that bad. We might have to shorten up some of these notes here. I actually do like this one better. And that's okay, I think, for right there. And then let's see what else they do in the initial track. So they have do. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Again, we could find something a little bit more donkey. Yeah, and it's basically the exact same thing, except they switch up this last little bit. Let's have a look at some of this. Oops, is this the one I just want? Is this the one? Yeah, silent. Let's change out silent for Serum and check out some of the presets that those mofos over at Excellent Sounds have. Where are we at here? Silent, Serum. There we go. Where are we at here? What was I doing? Excellent. I just put these in? Did I not put the... What? I just put those mofos in here. What is going on here? Hexagon. All right, looks like that is not in there. All right, back on it. Gotta. So now I just went into this basically the Skrillex little packet. I'm having to fiddle around with what's going on here, and this is actually super sick. I like that. Might have to layer that with something, but this is... Maybe let's go one lower. I like the hard curve. There we go. Yeah, we gotta give it some of that. Sweet! Actually, I really like that. So yeah, it's coming out. And then we want to get something, well, we want to switch up something at the end here, but let's listen to this. And I like to probably put something else here. Again, let's go into the, where am I at here? So these things, I think some nice that was a lot of words coming out of my mouth too fast. I liked some of these respaces. The growls were also sick. Some things like this are super awesome. You just put at the ends of bars, like so. And these ones, because we are kind of cutting off the lows of these bad boys, which I probably should do right now, because I like to do things usually just the creative phase where I just really smash out the idea, and I don't really like to mix as I go because it just kind of kills workflow for me, at least. Maybe we could put something at the end there. Foul ground. Yeah, actually something like this at the end here might not be bad. This is in D, so we get sharp, so we gotta move it down to D. Drop that D down. I'd probably put this over at the end there. Put tons of reverb on that. Sick. Maybe keep this bad boy in there. This one I remember was a G and a G. Yeah, there's a G in there, which is good. Sometimes I might even just duplicate the saturator to give it a little bit more good. Maybe not that much. Now, this is just me honestly playing around with stuff. When I actually go into the mixing phase, I really strip all this away off. And this is a huge thing that we teach in the mentoring program, is how to mix things start to finish. Going from the top, going through each individual element, how to treat it, how to process it, and then overall mixing the groups, and then overall mixing it all together, and then mastering it at the very end. And that process involves a lot more detailed plugins, but at this point I always just like to use Ableton stuff, because Ableton stuff is badass, and it's low CPU, and it's free. Well, it comes not free, but it comes with your DAW, so you don't have to spend any other money on crazy saturators and distortion plugins, which are awesome, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I just like to keep the workflow super solid. So in here, let's just duplicate this, because that's sounding pretty solid. Boom, boom. Let's duplicate these drums, because those are also sounding pretty solid. And let's just have a little listening poo of what's going on in their track. So they just do the exact same thing, except maybe they'll put something at the end here. And this is what's awesome and pretty easy about kind of bass house. Don't get me wrong, it's not easy because you have to make this super original, but basically you're just switching things out. So like where we have things repeating, if we switch new sounds in there, that'll keep it interesting. Again, like you'll see right here, like we're going to duplicate this section and make this a little bit more interesting. That's actually really cool. So maybe on this one we can put that here. And what's this? This is D sharp. Oh man, all these D sharps. The D sharps. There we go. Maybe we'll take that one out of there. And then we'll change up. Yeah, maybe we'll take this bad boy out there. We'll switch it up with this one. And I saw some neural basses. Yeah, that one's pretty sick. I mean, that could be kind of cool. This is a bit too long, so let's shorten it up here. Oops. Yeah. Oh, that's sick, whatever this is. I love neural bass things. They sound so cute. And something you could do just to kind of, if you really want to, this is going to tie into this, so it really wouldn't make that much of a difference. But you could just extend this out to the end of the bar if you really want to be kind of freaky deaky like that, where you need things to line up to where they need to go. I think that sounds cool. And then maybe let's put another one. So we have a which could be cool right there. Let's take this bad boy out of there. And again, this one's in G. G is in it, and E is not. So we go to E. We want to go down 2. And let's take this G. Okay, and let's move this bad boy over to here, just so it fits in the space. And I think that sounded pretty freaking solid. So we have like let's not forget to put our little fills in this motherfucker. Where we got fills again, let's see. Oh yeah, do. Always need a fill like that in there. Boop-a-doop, boop. Sick. Take out the kick drums. Sick. We're not gonna go super into detail with that, but we'll go boom, 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 and then pretty much that's like basically our motif, if you will. Right there. And again, at each different thing you kind of switch it up, but the general gist of things here is just details from now on. Like we have a main structure of a song and it's sounding pretty solid, but then it comes like into the details of like how do you make it more interesting going from this section into this section to this section. If we listen to what they did, they have this little pluck over top, boop, 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 and then they kind of bring in some vocals, dot, 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 dot. And then here they bring in more hi-hats. Again with all those other things. And they have a little drive. So like that stuff's pretty simple. Let's see what kind of drum, let's see what perks we got. Let's go high perks. What kind of stuff we got in here? Oh, let's go perk loops. Build-ups. Oops. Percussion loops. Gosh darn it. So this is another example of this stuff. We could bring this groove in there. And duplicate that, and then maybe a different one. These are all 150, so they will kind of sound a little bit weird. We go get some top loops. Oh yeah, rides. Everybody loves a good ride. I'd probably layer this with this. Sounds pretty sweet. Maybe actually this one. Let's hear how this sounds. Yeah, and then maybe give. I think that sounds okay. Actually, this sounds pretty sweet. This is a bass house loop, so it's super easy. And again, guys, when you're doing this, I really don't waste that much time on hi-hats. Like, I try to find a nice groove, and if I really don't feel like it fits with the song, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to chop it up myself. I'm not going to waste a lot of time on this because the grooves are very simple. Like, if I don't like a sound in here, I'll just find another sound and replace it and put my own thing in there. But for this purposes, I just want to remake this song and keep the momentum going with the tune. This one I feel is not even doing anything, so I'm going to just bring this over to here. Actually might be nice in this last little bit. yeah, probably take out everything on the when we. There is a lot going on there. Maybe take this one out too. Then on this last one, again, we could have something. I'm just going to use the Noise pack because he's got some awesome drum loops, snare loops. That one's kind of shuffly, straight. This is just literally a basic snare build. And you just throw it in there, put it over here, probably just fade this in. And then honestly, let's see what kind of hats we got going on here, or vocals, I mean. So we got phrases, vocal chops. Oh, we got vocal chops. Let's see what these are. Oh, that one was sick. Where was that? That's sweet. So in this bit, so now that we kind of have the main motif, and again, what I would suggest you do is just looking for areas where you could switch some of these sounds out. And once you get the basic groove, especially in like house, it is going to be refining this, finding the exact sound that's going to work with this exact kick. We might have to replace the kick. This is just a basic kick that we have in there to get it to gel together. And again, this is what we help people with in the mentoring program, is really finding those sounds that really work well together and pushing them to like finish the entire track. Because as we see, this took us like an hour or something, half an hour. So yeah. Okay, let's go into vocals. I like this vocal idea right here. It's in A sharp, so that we gotta go down. What do I gotta go down? A sharp. A. Up 4, down 8, up 4. And that kind of sounds weird. Oh, I actually like that. So in the second bit, so we could look at where they are going in this first one, so and kind of mimic this if we really wanted to. So it's kind of like right there. It's kind of halfway through. It's like boop boop. Kind of like there. Might be over a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely over a bit. It's like right there. I think because this one's starting. Maybe over a little bit more. Yeah, that's the one. Boom. Let's just take that. I don't know why my Ableton does that. Super weird. It just won't line things up. And I probably have this every second one just so it's not so... Just so it's not so annoying all the time. And probably wouldn't bring this one in until the second bit, because it is kind of cool. And then maybe on the last bit have it in there as well, but then take this out and drop this mofo down. Oh, that is weird that did it individually. Okay, so we want to warp it all and then bring it down 8. Oh no, never mind, 12. I forgot that this one was... And what else we got in here? We got D minor. Okay, let's get some phrases going.
Need you the most.
I'ma drop the bass line. Drop the bass line.
Drop the heat, dropping bombs, I'ma make you throw them moms. Dropping bombs, I'ma make you throw them moms.
Drop the bomb,
Dropping bombs, I'ma make you throw them moms. Dropping bombs, I'ma make you throw them moms. Dropping bombs.
I mean, that could be a pre-drop one or something. It's kind of cheesy.
Dropping bombs, I'ma make you throw them moms.
Let's
Kinda
get
weird.
the bass knocking. Get my money when the bass drop. Get my money when.
Yeah, I actually like that one. Get my money when the bass
Get
drop.
my money when the bass drop. Get my money when the bass drop. Get my money when the bass drop.
And actually, what I do here,
Bass drop.
I'd probably put this in here.
Bass drop. Bass drop. Bass drop. Get my money when the bass drop.
Maybe separate this and have drop on it right there.
Bass drop. Bass.
And then maybe extend this bad boy out so it's longer. I don't know. I'm just trying things right now.
Bass drop. Get my money when the bass drop. Get my money when the bass drop.
And then at the ends of every bar, you could have bass drop.
Bass drop.
That's a little cheesy.
Turn up the bass. Turn it up.
Get up.
Put your hands up. Put your
fucking hands up. Put your
Okay. Okay, everybody, let's put our fucking hands up.
fucking hands up.
get my money when the bass drop.
And in this bit, like on this last little bit, instead of going on the bass drop, we could just have it. I mean, let's start it where it's supposed to start, right there. And then just bring that over there, and then just be like, when the bass drop.
Bass drop.
That sounds cheesy.
Watch me lose it when the beat go. Watch me lose it when the beat.
I like that one.
Watch me lose it when the beat go.
I'd like it if it started there.
Watch me lose it when the.
Nah, not 100%.
Everybody in the club like. Everybody in the club. Everybody in the.
That one's good. I feel like this one is supposed to be.
Everybody in the club like. Everybody.
It's supposed to be at 120. Is that what it's supposed to be at?
Everybody in the club like. Everybody in the club like. Everybody in the. Everybody in the club like.
Bring this back up to 126.
Everybody in the club like. Everybody in the club like.
Everybody in the club.
Everybody in the club.
I mean,
Here we
whatever.
go. Here we go. Here we go.
Motherfucker.
Okay, there we go. Motherfucker. There we go.
Get my money when the bass. Get my money when the bass. Get my money when.
What happened to a drop?
Money when the bass. Money when the bass.
This sounds just weird to me. I don't know why. I think it's just got to be warped a little bit different. Motherfucker. There we go. I mean, like, you bring that over to there. I mean, I don't know.
Put your fucking hands up.
Nobody can give me like.
Yo, check this out.
Check this.
Oh God.
1, 2, 3, let's go. 1, 2, 3, let's go. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
Do, do, doot. Something like that. I don't know. It honestly, it really it doesn't really matter. It could just depend on whatever the fuck you want to put in here.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
This one probably sounds better over here.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
It's so funny. What do we got in chance here?
Hey! Hey!
Bass. Bass.
Hey! Hey!
I like this. We could also have this in here on the offbeat going, hey, hey, hey. I don't like that.
Hey! 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 Hey!
I feel like it's a bit too long.
Hey!
There we go. That's nice. Hey, hey, hey. Give it to me. Hey. Something like that.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Maybe take it out of there.
Hey! Hey!
Put some reverb on this mofo.
3, let's go.
Yeah, I do like that. But what I would do in this is have the haze coming in and then bring in the other stuff. So have this on the low, low. Bring something in there. And then all we really got to do after that is get some effects in here. So we want maybe some ambience. Ooh, some rain. Now I know. Ooh, howling wind. Howling wind could be cool at the bottom. I'm just going to put this in my sub effects area. But howling wind gives a nice little, haunted vibe. Maybe that. Sounds cool. Atmospheres. What do we got? Don't really need that. Oh. That's cool. So again, this is really where things get a little bit cool. Maybe I would slow that one down. Looks like this was made at 150, so we want to go to 150 and warp that. Did that work? I don't know if that worked. That's right. And then 126. That one's pretty cool. Could get a splash right there. Actually, probably put that splash up in here. That's actually pretty cool. Put the splash up in here. This one's in C, so gotta go up to D. And then honestly, really cool effects just everywhere. I'd put lots of reverb on that bit.
Get my money when the bass.
Probably put this actually here. Actually, no, I'd probably put this at the end here. Probably reverse this, have this coming up into here. Vocal. Big fan of putting some like little things up at the ends of bars here too. This one's in D sharp. So you gotta move down to D. Just chop off a little bit of that, put it right there. And just those little things, I'd probably put this everywhere. Boom, 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 boom. Got some stuff in there. Maybe put this over here, but put it up an octave. Maybe even reverse it.
Let's go.
Honestly, everything is cool. Sub drop, sweeps, long sweep, medium sweep. What's a medium sweep? Yeah, we're probably gonna look for some like crashes there, wherever this is in drums, cymbals, crashes. You want to put some crashes at the beginnings of every bar. Like around here, maybe not this one. We probably wouldn't need this one.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, so something like that, and yeah, that's pretty much how we would remake this little Malaa thing. Again, I'd probably put a little limity poo on the end there, but from start to finish, it's basically like...
Get my money when the bass. Let's go.
Yeah, so that sounds pretty sweet. Again, what I would do further on this would be to really go into depth, refining all these sounds, getting them sounding a little bit more badass, and just taking more time to craft everything and really just pick the right sounds. But again, go over to Excellent Sound, check out their pack. It's really solid. I've been using it in a bunch of my last few tunes, and yeah, it's a really solid pack, very versatile, and got some sweet vocal samples. Again, I was just flying through picking out vocal samples, but really take the time to choose the right ones. And again, with finding something in the key of D, it is really difficult sometimes. Like, for example, I'll show you a track that I have been working on.
I'll find the reason
To get this level right, or to get this powerful low note, it took a while.
Call on me forever. Drop it.
And even that was really difficult to find. So again, when you're working on stuff in the D, when you're working with the D, you gotta find the right D. All right, yeah, and one more thing about this is the best part of making music. When you're just fiddling around, shoving in samples, shoving in ideas, duplicating a bunch of bass tracks, trying to find a bunch of sounds, getting ready for you to whip out your phone and to record, screen record, or like take a little video and post it to Facebook and Instagram, be like, I'm working on this sick new tune, it is badass, this is my shit, I'm so badass, and here's my music. This is the best part of making music, because you literally have the cushion of saying, when this is finished, it will sound amazing. And this is what we encourage, and this is why we've started the Metrics program, and we encourage people to finish their friggin' music, because No one cares about an idea. There's so many ideas in business and education, in all aspects of life. There's ideas everywhere. But without execution, those ideas don't mean shit. So in this phase, when you are making tunes, and if you're having trouble finishing off the tune, getting it to sound properly, or getting it to sound amazing, and just getting it ready to be played out in festivals and sent to record labels, and just a final product that your fans will enjoy, really work on the skill of finishing a track. If you need help with that, we can obviously do that in the mentoring program, but really focus on that. This is something that I learned and I pushed through so many countless hours, just really trying to finish fucking music, and it has paid off because it's a skill that everyone needs to learn in order to just make good music, have a career in the music industry, be able to just live your dream, live your passion, live making tunes all day. I mean, you got to be able to finish music. So if that's something you're having trouble with, definitely practice it. Remake songs, and if you'd like us to help with you one-on-one to do it, that's what we do in the mentoring program. You can check it out at FinishBetterMusic.com. There is just tons and tons of resources over at FinishBetterMusic.com. There's also information about our mentoring program, and also if you are wondering if your music is finished or not, there is I wrote it's like a 10-page guide that shows you in detail the exact steps that you need to know when it's creative mixing and mastering to check to see if your song is finished. You just have to go through this checklist, see if your track matches up, and it shows you how to kind of like make improvements if your track isn't living up to those standards in the checklist. So check that out. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Hit us up if you need some help. Hit me up if you need any questions. Again, there's also sample packs and projects and start to finish courses for free over on FinishBetterMusic.com. We'll be here, always making music, doing our thing. So if that's something that interests you, check it out. Okay, till next week. Peace.